being asked to read if the Muller report will ever be given to Congress in its entirety. Will it be given to Congress in its entirety, or will they continue to block some? Will the Muller report finally be given to Congress in its entirety? Okay, underneath it all we have the Tower, big shakeup, and the action. Okay, it's an action of a shakeup. Okay, let's see what we have here in the center. Okay, center we have 9 of Cups. So it's an emotional issue. Crossing it is given something they don't particularly want. Going into it, they're basically pleading and saying, please give it. We are not happy. We want to see, it's like, when I see the coins, it's something that's being done in the world, and we have a right to see what's behind the scenes with this. Underneath of it, rapidly coming. Action. Above it. Okay. Trying to get away with something yet again. Going forward, reminiscing. Okay, so let's see what's going to cover them. Okay. About asking for it, we have money and motion. Money, and the action is choices. We've got the boxes of choices. Is it all going to be unlocked? Now it's really under lock and key, and the only one that gets to see it is Bar. And they are still asking for it. We want it out of Bar's. We want the action. We want it to be given. Okay, let's see what's moving. What's the action? Okay. 8 of Swords, surrounded and bound. But let's pull another one and see who that is that's surrounded and bound. Looks like it has to do again with some of the overseas investigation, and I think this has to do with more of the monetary, the backdoor deals. Okay. Most of that's been sent to New York, but there might still be some stuff that comes forward in that report. See what above it. Okay. This again is thieving, trying to get away with sharing it, trying to get away with sharing. What's the reminiscing about? Reminiscing about strong arm of the law, truth. I think it was much easier when they had Nixon. So let's see what we've got going here. It looks like, you know, whatever he's going to give, he doesn't want to give it all. Heavily redacted. Okay. Running along, trying to balance this. Okay. When it comes to what they're going to put out with the lovers, who all is involved with this. You know, all the things that they've dug in and found out, they've researched, about all the things they have researched. They don't want it to come out fully. So I think eventually they will get it, but it's going to be very heavily redacted. Which is not going to cause them to be happy. Okay? And so they will continue to fight. They will continue to fight because this is going to weigh on the minds until they see everything. Yeah, they need to see it all to shine light on it. The sun. We want the clarity. There will continue to be suspicions and doubts until we see the whole of it. What's going on with behind-the-scenes maneuvers of Trump? Oh, Trump, and we've got the Queen, the King of Coins, the Queen of Coins. So I would say this emotional thing is a lot to do with his family as well. It's going to take a magician to get it. Because, yeah, Trump is going to try to get them to hold it back. Strength. So, strength for who? For Trump, for the courts, for strength. Yeah, for the good life. It's going to continue to do all they can to suppress it. And I think what they get forward, if I'm reading this right, is going to be so heavily redacted, which is not going to make them happy. I think it's just got so much in there. Maybe still is ongoing investigations. So it's going to be so redacted that they're going to be screaming because they're not getting, you know, the full import of what's there. I could be wrong, but we will see what we will see. I think really Trump is, I don't know whether he's actually seen it or not, if he's been told about it or not, but I think it has to do with more that they want to not put everything out because there is still a lot of stuff that's ongoing. And if they put all that out, they would have more of a handle on what's being turned over to other investigations in courts. So according to this reading, it looks like they're going to get something when it finally comes out that it's so heavily redacted and that they're going to say this is not much help. Okay? They may have to go through the courts to fully get it, or if it comes from Barr, that it is going to be heavily redacted. Yeah, so I'm going to leave this here. I still don't see that it's really coming forward. Don't feel it, but it's really coming forward. Now this reading could be all wet, but we'll have to wait and see. While I'm doing this, let me see, would they get more from Muller if they subpoenaed him directly? Would they get more out of Muller? And it could be maybe even that Muller wouldn't speak too much because of ongoing stuff. But let's see if Muller would go in and shed more light than the report will at this time. Would Muller shed more light on this? Okay, let me just fan these out and pick. Underneath of it, bound justice. Okay. Next to that, we have the Fool, the beginning, the end. Justice is bound. It may be that it's going to be so heavily redacted. Opportunity, the money, opportunities crossing it. We have, yeah. So much about the money and the opportunities in the world, what they were cultivating. And there's just a ton of stuff. Okay, looks like a ton of stuff. It would be big emotional drama with it. Trump card, the star. Trump. Underneath of it, a lot of the connections. Above it is sword, the truth, what they found. The devil crossing the star, wanting to walk away. Three of Cups. Again, this would be a big emotional drama about who all is involved. The Sword, the Truth, we have a lot of things in motion, okay, action. And the other side, Devil, Temperance. They don't want to, don't want to give it out. Even if they got Muller. Here it is, Muller. Even if they subpoena Muller, karma, wheel, it's not time to let all of it out. They've got something in the works. I think this is way bigger than what can be imagined. And I mean that they had to farm it out to the other courts. And if they let all of the information out on this report, it could do damage to what they are working on now. I think that's what it is. That they can't release it because it's got too much sensitive information. Okay? You can't, sitting and indicting a sitting president is really difficult. And if they go after his kids now, it will be a world of hurt. Okay, there's just too many people close to him that are all, like I said before, they're all going to go down at the same time. And we need to be patient. And I think even if they get Muller in there to testify behind closed doors, same thing. There's a lot of stuff he's going to say, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. Okay? Can't talk about it. Ongoing investigation. It will be so heavily redacted, okay, that it's the report, I feel maybe at this time is going to be a little useless because there is investigations still, things ongoing that they are working on. There are things ongoing, okay? So I'm going to leave this here. I keep getting it's a big fight, and even when they get it, it's going to be so redacted that they are going to accuse Barr of trying to protect Trump. Okay? And I don't feel really that he's trying to protect Trump. I get that there is something, like my reading said before, there is something that is so shocking to him. Okay, so shocking to him that he's working behind the scenes with Muller. Okay, I could be totally wrong, but that's what I've gotten before, and that's what keeps coming up. Keeps coming up that it's, even if they get Muller in, and most assuredly he does not want to protect Trump, okay? Most assuredly. I'm sure he wants to see him go down like the rest of us, but there is in a time and a place, and this is not it yet. So I'm going to leave this here.